Hey guys, Rockingtheblade here. Once again, what's up everybody? It's pretty early in the morning when I'm doing this, but I wanted to get it out the way because I saw on the Gymquisition, on the newest Gymquisition this past Monday, how this guy named Extra Credits did a video on why video games should cost more money. And I wanted to throw my 2 cents in. You can say it's a response video to Extra Credits. So I saw the Extra Credits video, and ultimately he says in a nutshell that games should not cost $60 anymore. They should cost $90, and that we should accept things like DLC, microtransactions, and loot boxes. And that's something. There's only two roads. We only got these two roads, and we have to basically accept it as a norm. Here's why I disagree with that. Wholeheartedly disagree with everything Extra Credits said about those things, because first of all, he talks about the graphic rates or the arms rates, how graphics are, the big thing, and then, they're trying to make their games look beautiful and stand out. And yeah, look, graphics are great, and I said that for years. Graphics is a nice, like dessert, like the little thing that it's nice, but it's not necessary. Some of the best games in the world don't have necessarily the best graphics. What does Cuphead, Superhot, Shovel Knight, PUBG, and Counter-Strike all have in common? Those games aren't graphically the best in the world, but they are household names. All of them. PlayerUnknown's Ground used some asset flips, but they didn't like asset flip it. They game assets and use their talent to make something. These battle royale tournament style type of game. Counter-Strike is one shut off, terrorists as cops, which was once a Half-Life mod. Shovel Knight was like this old school NES style platforming game. Superhot is basically these giant just red polygon things, but time moves when you do, and it's a simple kill everything kind of game. But it was simple but addictive and fun. And of course, Cuphead, about Cuphead. It sold 2 million copies. It's old this 30s style of cartoon, 34-ish style of cartoon drawing. Though the graphics are unlimited, and it's one of the best shooting platformer games that sold as well. It sold well over 2 million copies, and it's still going. So those are games that all did well, and then they had the greatest graphics in the world. Hell, Super Meat Boy, a simple platform, was a massive hit. It's getting a sequel, pretty soon as well with Super Meat Boy 2. So you don't need those Gears of War or Halo or Uncharted type of graphics to really sell your game. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, Mr. Extra Credits, did you want better graphics in the game? Did you really ask for it? I know I did. I think it's a nice little bonus. That's the word. Bonus. It's a nice little bonus, but that doesn't matter. Graphics don't make the game. It's the game play. One of the greatest games of all time I consider Metal Gear Solid on the PlayStation. Its graphics were terrible. But not only, the gameplay, but the voice acting and the writing for it was so amazing. You look past it, and it's a game I can't tell you how many times I've beat it. I beat it so many times, it's just, you know what I mean? I beat it so many times, I can't even count. The games like that, Final Fantasy VII, granted, when you're in battle, the graphics are pretty good looking for its time, but when you're out in the world walking around, it's very polygony, but you forgive it because how amazing the gameplay is. That's the important thing, gameplay. Because he's trying to emphasize that all graphics are expensive. Another thing, video games are, the whole argument, video games are expensive to make, kind of shit. And that companies are like, oh, we're so poor, we can't make them. That's why we gotta do all this crap. Even though, for one, we didn't ask for those type of graphics. Second of all, celebrities. I mean, nothing against, people like Peter Dinklage or, Patrick Stewart, voice working a game. I think it's a nice little bonus, but of course they're going to ask for a lot of money in their works. They're big stars. Why can you focus on and get, great uppercomers that are hungry to want to make a name for themselves? Why do you have to get the big celebrity? So, of course, productions is going to go up if you get a big celebrity, obviously. We didn't ask for them. Again, I didn't. I think it's cool. It's a nice bonus, but it's not needed in your game. Again, Peter Dinklage was in Destiny 1, and people still had problems with it, It doesn't matter if celebrities there or not. What matters is the gameplay. It's all that matters. It's all that matters, really. It doesn't matter. Another thing, some of these places are in California. They should move their studios because the cost of living in California and taxes there are ridiculous, and plus to come up with things to make it worse. So they should move the studios to where taxes are not that bad, so they can thrive on making games, without worrying about the taxes and stuff or where they live at. Hell, even places that are in France and Europe, they have studios in Europe and France that they're expensive. They're tax-wise as well. They should move to somewhere more not as bad or something more accessible, so they don't worry about the high cost of having a studio there and have to do all these extra things. And ultimately, another thing why it costs too much to make games and they can't afford it, bollocks, as Jim Sterling would say, is that they do a lot of brand deals. Like, Halo with Mountain Dew and Doritos. I mean, I can go on and on and on and on. Like, hit Pizza Hut. Like, if you go, we get Pizza Hut. You get, like, a code for, like, Gears of War or Mass Effect, which I've seen. You know what I'm saying? Get Monster, for Call of Duty or whatever. I mean, and you know what I'm saying? It's like all these brand names. And again, that's a lot of money. These companies are million to billionaires. So they got a lot of money just having their brand shown on a commercial. Another thing, but I'm going to say, another thing, extra guys going to say, making commercials on TV is expensive. The way of TV is dying. TV is dying. Why do you think Hulu, Netflix, YouTube Red, and all these things are taking over? Because people want to just pay and choose what they want to see. Because I'm pretty sure there's like Game of Thrones and Showtime boxing people, but it was up to them. They just watch those things. All the extra stuff that gets thrown along with it, they don't want. So with Netflix and Hulu, they're paying for stuff they want to see. That's the thing. So the way of TV is dead. And YouTube Red as well. So the way of TV is dead. Why do you, for example, give it to a big YouTuber, like, for example, Markiplier or PewDiePie, who they both have between 20 to 50 million subscribers. Give it to them. They'll get the word out there and be promoted. I can't tell you how many times games I've gotten based on gameplay footage I've seen. Because the YouTuber will, by the way, if I'm playing this such and such game, get it here, check it out. And he talks, because usually they have the gameplay on the background. They talk about a story. They usually don't mention the game they're playing because you're gonna get free publicity, Nintendo, and and thus people want to go and buy that game. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing that they don't have to do anymore. It's just they have so many different ways to get money. You know what I'm saying? Move to a different county. The brand deals. Don't show it on TV. Give it to YouTubers. There's other ways to get big money. They don't pay a lot of taxes for the research I've done. They pay little to no taxes doing this shit. Plus the game's costing $16. They make a profit on it. Plus the expansion DLCs. They make a profit on it. You know what I'm saying? So they don't need... So yeah, I disagree with the extra credits. Games don't need to be $90. They can say $60 forever because they don't have to do all these other things I mentioned before. Excuse me. They don't have to make graphics amazing. They don't have to get celebrities. They shouldn't stay in high-tech states. You know what I'm saying? They should just move to a place that so that won't be as bad. Move to a place where taxes aren't as bad. Stop getting these huge celebrities. Stop trying to one up each other in graphics, for crying out loud. Even then, with the graphics, there's these different engines where they have to work or build their own. Because there's Unity and Unreal, just to name a few, that they can use off of their own games. So even as a middle ground, that's saving money. So any of the extra credits, you're dead wrong. Games can remain $60 and never have to go up to $90. And you know what I'm saying? Because they have different, they do all the things I mentioned. They not only save money, but even get a lot of money. Because at the end of the day, I didn't ask for better graphics. I don't care they look like something from the NES or PS2 era. I don't care. As long as the gameplay is amazing, I really don't give a damn. And there's some people that do, but most of us don't. We don't. Graphics aren't everything. Dragon's Lair, for example, was a game that was hyped up. The graphics looked phenomenal. The game bombed because why? It sucked gameplay wise. Gameplay. That's what's important. Content, not how well it looks. That's, you know what I'm saying? That applies with anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a girl's beautiful but she's a bitch, you don't want to be with that person. But if a girlfriend's average but she's a nice sweetheart, you want to give her a chance. I'm sorry, that's just me. Excuse me. So you get my point, guys. Point being, extra credits is not only wrong, but dead wrong. Because at the end of the day, I know I'm repeating myself, but I didn't ask for better graphics. I didn't ask for celebrities to be there. I didn't ask for all these things that they're doing to make it more expensive. Plus, manage it better, man. Manage your shit better. Get, a hungry voice actor that wants to do it. And then, again, you don't have to do big graphics all beautiful. Like I said, just have it with great gameplay and great storyline. That's enough. You don't need to do all these big budget stuff all the time. You know what I'm saying? These indie games I mentioned before prove that you don't need a big look, these beautiful graphically, like, mind-blowing type of graphics to sell well. These games have sold massively well. And all these games I've mentioned either got expansions or getting sequels. Hell, Superhot sequel just came out this past month alone. So, I mean, all these games are getting expansions or sequels, so you don't need to do all this unnecessary extra stuff that no one really asked for at the end of the day. No one. Nobody. So at the end of the day, extra credits, not only you're wrong, you're dead wrong. Because at the end of the day, there's other ways for them to make the money. These companies make millions and millions of dollars. Especially games like Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto and Halo. They make millions on their name alone. You know what I'm saying? So these companies that say, oh, we're struggling, we're dying. Hell, EA makes $300 million on Madden and FIFA alone. So these companies got their established franchises that make so much money off of. So don't give me that, oh, they're struggling. It's a lot of money to make. And that's why they need to do these microtransactions and extra bullshit that's not needed. It's not needed. Honestly. I'm sorry, extra credits. Not only you're wrong, you're dead wrong. Because at the end of the day, if these companies do what I say, just do the things they're supposed to do it the right way, then it can make money. Like, for example, Horizon Zero Dawn. They focus on gameplay first. That game was a massive hit. Now they're focusing on DLC. Like that. Focus on the core game first. If you want to do DLC afterward, fine. Have at it. But do it like that. How Horizon Zero Dawn's doing it. The right way. Do the gameplay first, but don't make it feel like also this stuff has been cut and chunked out to be resold to us later. Because we know it when we see it. And people will do research and find out about it. Trust us. So, don't trust me. People will. So, at the end of the day, do Horizon Zero Dawn. You did. Focus on the game first. Then worry about DLC. If you do it the right way, then people will buy it. That's how you gotta do it right. Because he also mentioned, people don't buy day one DLC or don't buy later expanded DLC. That's not true. That is not true. If you make an amazing gameplay, right, which I've done before. Every time when a game done really, really, really well, and it came on a DLC for later on, 9 out of 10 times I buy it because I want to see how the story continues and stuff. I like those kind of things. I mean, I bought it every time. So that's not only true that people never buy it. There's people that buy it. Otherwise, why they make it for? They would have stopped at this point. There's an audience for it, so don't give me that crap. Alright, guys. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree with the extra credits? Do you disagree? I'd love to hear your thoughts. I always read them. That's my thoughts on it. It's just, I don't know why why he's being apologists for these big companies when they, like, especially like I mentioned before, they get tax breaks doing this. They get so many different things that they make money off of. It's not even funny. They're like rolling in money. So please, they say that they're struggling, expensive. And we didn't ask for all those extra things. The only thing I care about is not only great story, but mainly, most importantly, great gameplay. It's all that matters to me. If you can provide that for me, and you want to do DLC later for it, I don't mind purchasing for it, because I feel you've earned it. So, that's my thoughts on it, guys. Please let me know. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll love to hear your thoughts on this matter. Alright, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to rate, comment, subscribe. As always, Rockingtheblade signing out. Hope to see you guys again real soon. Peace out. Have a great day.